The LCK Cup kicked off today, and one of the biggest storylines that me and a lot of other Western fans are going to be keeping an eye on is BERSERKER and how he is going to be able to do in his return to Korea. And we did get the first look of him in the LCK, or not quite yet in the LCK, but playing competitively over in Korea for an LCK team, getting to see him in his new jersey, his new look, and also getting to see how he would perform over on the Rift, because I know there's a lot of people who have high hopes for BERSERKER. There's a lot of people that are hoping he's going to make NA and the West proud. But there's also a lot of detractors and a lot of haters saying, BERSERKER really set himself back. BERSERKER set up to fail after going to North America. Like, there's no way a player who, grew up and developed in North America over the past couple of years is going to be able to return to the LCK. He ruined his future, blah, 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 blah. We're going to have to wait and see who ends up being right about that stuff. But either way, DN Freaks, BERSERKER's new team, who I believe we have an article where we can check out the roster and everything. It's actually a pretty interesting and exciting roster of Dudu, Piosik, Bulldog, BERSERKER, and Life. This roster does not look too bad, at least in my opinion. I don't know what the heck happened here. I was trying to pull up the games, and all of a sudden we're getting some robot check or something. We're going to have to go back to these LCK Cup scoreboard. This is what I was trying to look at, where we do have the DN Freaks against Nongshim Red Force in the first match of this LCK Cup, where there's going to be a best of 3. It's still like the group stage or whatever, and again, this is going to be BERSERKER's first matches. We're going to see him play over in Korea, at the highest level now, where in the first match, he started off with a very, very nice game. We got to see the Kalista Renata bot lane, which is obviously a very, very strong pairing there, where BERSERKER did quite well, going 5-2-5 on the Kalista and getting a 46-minute absolute slugfest back and forth. Not a ton of kills in this 46-minute game, but, that's a long, grueling game there. 46-minute win for DN Freaks, and BERSERKER gets a dub in his first game back, but this would obviously go to game 2, where Nongshim Red Force would swing back. They would even up the series at 1-1. Again, another kind of slower game, 27 kills total, 14-13, but BERSERKER would go 6-3-4 on the Kai'Sa. Another really, really good looking performance from him there. And then finally, DN Freaks would close this out and get their first series win as a team together in 2025, with BERSERKER going 4-1-12 on the Ash to round this thing out. So far, so good. BERSERKER making a lot of people proud, getting things done, getting a win in his very, very first matchup in the LCK Cup. Obviously, there's a lot of matches and games left to be played, not only in just the LCK Cup, but in the rest of the LCK season. We're going to have to wait and see. And of course, hopefully BERSERKER has a very, very long career ahead of him in Korea or wherever else he ends up deciding to go. Obviously, people would love to see him back in the LCS. I'm sure he's going to have suitors over in the LEC, I'm sure, at different points. And hopefully, he can continue to climb up the ladder and climb up the chain in the LCK as well and get to Worlds. And I know there's so many people that would love to see BERSERKER win a world title. But again, this was very, very cool. A ton of people putting out hot takes and their opinions on everything so far. Empire said KT is going to kick themselves for not just going after BERSERKER, where Cubby says, yes, they'd be 3 times more likely to make Worlds with BERSERKER. Gilius chiming in as well, saying very impressed with the DNF Life BERSERKER duo. So a lot of people very, very impressed with BERSERKER so far, saying he's looking so good. And guess what? Sheep Esports did tweet this out as well. Official bot laner BERSERKER has been named player of the match for his first series ever in the LCK. DN Freaks won 2-1 against Nongshim Red Force. So again, people are so insanely proud. People are so happy to see this. I am really, really excited. BERSERKER was one of my favorite players to watch over in the LCS. He was so fun. Just a huge carry who could absolutely pop off at any moment. He plays all the champions, does everything right. He definitely had ups and downs throughout his time in the LCS, but we get to see him develop not only as a player, but as a person, and kind of grow up in front of our eyes in a lot of ways. Obviously spending some of those most formative years over in Los Angeles, over in America. It was really, really cool. He's a player who I got to watch in person. I got to see him, win an LCS title in person. Super, super crazy, super fun, awesome experiences. And now I can't wait to see him. Like I said, it's a huge loss for the LCS to see him leave and to see him go, but I can't wait to see all the amazing things he's going to do back home in Korea. I hope he's happy. I hope he's, ready to go and energized. But yes, these 3 performances did get him player of the match in his first LCK series. Very, very, very awesome. Very cool to see. We'll have to see what the future has in store for BERSERKER, but so far, so good. He's making NA proud, doing some cool things over in Korea. I hope he's able to keep it up. We'll have to wait and see. Pretty much every video today, guys. Hopefully catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.